113-97. Bulls win. Wow. Wow, bro. Wow, bro.
Bro, they're capable, bro.
Did we just see that?
They're capable.
Did we just see that? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The Chicago Bulls come away with the W. 113-97. Vucci with 32, 17, and 5. You can't tell me that the Bulls have not improved after this trade. And the Bulls making much needed headway. Making much needed headway.
No, they definitely, bro. They just needed time. They just needed time. I think that's what it was. They needed time.
And it seems like they finally started to come together. Normally, at this time, we would just switch into a post-game show, but instead, I'm going to just have the post-game show here, and then we'll post it later. So let's get into a little bit of this Bulls post-game. Ringo J, what'd you see from the Bulls that you like? What'd you see from the Bulls that you dislike?
That man right there.
Troy Brown Jr.
Troy Brown Jr. Definitely. He definitely came out to play. He earning his keep, but are we listening to them? No.
But Troy Brown Jr. 3 points, like we said, 3 points, 3 rebounds.
But the impact.
But 15 plus minus. If you put stock in the plus minus on this. I mean, great impact by the Bulls.
I mean, most definitely. Like, for me, I would say the ball movement, the fact that like nothing fell for it. You saw this game when Vooch got down in the post. Now, granted, Miles Turner got hurt early in the game, but you gotta take advantage of those things.
Yeah.
Nobody was in his way. They made the correct passes. Vooch ate. Zach scored when he needed to. That third quarter was just marvelous.
A thing of beauty. But
again, I go back to it, and with these additions since the season started, these additions at the trade deadline, this team, I'm telling you right now, bro, this team is more focused on defense than I feel like people think.
Yeah.
And then the fact that like the scoring has not dropped off, and then now you're adding to the defense with great individual defenders. I'm gonna change my tone because a couple of games ago, y'all was like, "Hey, the Bulls didn't make it into the play, they made it into the playoffs, and y'all ended up playing Philly."
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. And
I'm gonna be real with you. Listen, we talked about this, but I don't think people really kind of understood. He said, "Are we sponsored by DoorDash?" Why did you ask that? No. Is there something in here that's sponsored by DoorDash?
Huh?
I don't even order from DoorDash. I don't even order from DoorDash.
I'm confused.
Can we get sponsored by DoorDash? Are you a DoorDash sponsor looking to help a young brother out? No, I'm just playing. I think the thing that we look at, and that's kind of why I said look at Vooch's numbers versus a lot of these teams. If this team can come together, you got to think about it. Daniel Tice.
So was that personal reasons?
Personal reasons for Daniel Tice today. Daniel Tice, Troy Brown Jr., Thad Young. These are names that solidify your defense. Then you got Rona. Then you got a little bit of Saddle. Saddle, a decent defender. You've got Zach LaVine playing above average defense. You've got P. Will kind of coming into his own defensively, having a big defensive game. Listen, this is a team that not only this team already could score. What was the problem? When a run got started, the Bulls couldn't stop a run, and they oftentimes couldn't respond to it. Now it seems like we saw Indiana go on a run when that fourth quarter started. We saw Indiana go on a run. What the Bulls do? They started getting some pieces back in there. They started getting their game back together. This is exactly what we need to see.
And the thing that I like...
Oh, that's right. Farouk Aminu, another piece that could possibly get in there. I don't know why we didn't see a lot of Aminu today. I don't know if Aminu was out due to injury or not. Let me check on that.
I think... Bro, has he only played once since he's been here?
He has been here. He's played here.
Yo, but
it's just the DNP coach's decision. Temple's out due to a right hamstring. And I know Tice was... he didn't travel with the team.
But yeah... For me,
although that was a home game, so no, that was in Indiana. That was in Indiana.
That was definitely in Indiana.
Yeah,
but I mean, it just go back to what you said, like the fact that the Bulls wasn't able to stop runs. Yeah. Then, even then, when they went on that run, Zach went to the bench. Vooch was in there.
Yeah.
Vooch was in there, and it was like, all right, clear out. It's time for me to do Vooch things. So,
and the thing is, too, we haven't seen Zach 100%. Even tonight, Zach a little bit gimpy. Wasn't getting that. You know, he's trying to move around, trying to make something happen, and the ankle seemed to be tweaking on him a little bit. Comes back, able to get that big jam. But you could see him as he was moving, he would lift the ankle real quick.
Yeah. So
we haven't seen 100% healthy Zach since Vooch has been here. Yeah. And so that's affecting Zach's scoring as well. I mean, especially with how Zach shoots, you know, Zach gets that high jump shot. Right. So if he's not able to get that same lift, that's changing the shot form. That's going to change things for him a little bit. And I think that's just going to come back. You know what I'm saying? I think that's all going to come back. I'm not worried about Zach LaVine as a scorer. I love the fact that Vooch is doing what he's doing. And I think the Bulls have kind of gone to a scenario where we're playing more with Vooch in the paint because Vooch is going to be able to find Zach cutting. Vooch is going to be able to find Zach at the three-point line. Vooch is going to be able to find Zach mid-range. And so Zach's going to be able to do a lot of those things. And I'm going to be real with you. This team is much more deadly consistently with Vucevic and Zach LaVine paired together. And I think that the pairing of the duo is going to be disgusting.
Nah, and then, you know what? Another thing, too, I actually, that question that you asked me earlier about putting Boston, the Bulls,
the
Knicks, and all.
I basically said rank them because those are your four.
I'm going to actually switch it because I had time to think. And Billy actually got control of his team. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the biggest thing. Billy got control of his team right now, and Brad don't. Like Brad don't. So I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm have to say right now, bro, that they got to be the most deadly. They got to be the most deadly right now.
The Bulls, you say?
Yeah. Bulls definitely got to be the most deadly. Now, if
I was to rank it, I would probably go Bulls 1. And we're talking about, so if you're new to the chat or if you haven't been in here, we're talking about the play-in game. Right now, the Bulls defeat the Pacers, helps their positioning trying to get into the play-in game, right? And so I asked, rank the four teams in the play-in game. You've got the Bulls, you've got the Knicks, you've got
Pacers.
The Pacers, and then you've got Boston. If I were to rank it right now, I would rank it Bulls are the most dangerous team because the Bulls, a top offensive team, and they've just added solid defense, not only in the starting lineup, but also on the bench. I would say the Knicks are 2. I would say Boston is 3 because of names alone, and Indiana is 4.
Okay. I can get with that. But the only reason why I can see somebody putting the Knicks 2 is because if you look at it like that, like Tibbs don't know nothing else but defense.
And Tibbs will win a game. You know what I'm saying? Tibbs right now is in the 8th spot. Tibbs is going to get those Knicks into the playoffs.
Yeah,
Tibbs is going to get the Knicks into the playoffs.
He definitely is.
A play-in game versus Boston, you think Tibbs ain't winning that game?
Because all it is he going to muck it up. He going to muck it up. Because I've been watching the Knicks. I've been watching the Knicks a lot this season. They're a great defensive team, but they don't do anything particularly well.
Yeah.
Julius is going to facilitate, and that's that. They don't got any type of 3 shooters or nothing like that. But they're going to slow that game down. It's going to be a lot of fouls.
Absolutely.
And they're going to muck it up. So I wouldn't want truth be told, I wouldn't want to see them in the play. Whoever they playing, they got to get them out quick. I wouldn't want to see them in a play-in.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't want to see them in the playoffs.
If I was Philly, I would.
If I was Philly, I'm not saying that they're going to win that series, but you are going to come out of that series beat up.
Yeah.
You are going to come out of that series beat up. Like that is a team that is going to come out and give you that go. The Bulls doing a great job. I mean, listen, tonight is what I think we can expect. The Bulls on a win streak. On a win streak here, 2 games in a row. 2 games in a row. Let's see if we can push it to 3. Let's take a look real quick at who the Bulls have next. They're going up against the Toronto Raptors, who apparently are flipping guys down in LA right now. Jesus, what's happening there? What is happening there?
No, they getting flipped.
They're getting no. That was a flip. The Raptors was flipping. That was Schroeder that flipped them. Or that was Schroeder that got flipped. Yeah, that was Schroeder that got flipped there. Listen, you're going up against the Raptors, a team that's kind of in the same position as you. Another winnable game, but listen, they've been playing a little bit different. Them Raptors have been playing a little bit different.
Yeah, I think Siakam's back. I know OG. I think I heard OG got hurt, and I don't know if Kyle's back or not. But they definitely been trying to hoop. Toronto is always a trap game.
Yeah,
because you don't know exactly how you don't.
Because it's a game that's definitely winnable, but then you might definitely lose it.
Right.
And I mean, you're looking at right now, Siakam, still pretty much their biggest threat there, but going out and getting Gary Trent, who has been huge for them. They don't even have it updated on here. I just know he's on the team. Kyle Lowry kind of had that little bit of an injury bug. Fred VanVleet had that little bit of an injury bug. That's still a dangerous team, though, in the Toronto Raptors, and a team that thinks, hey, listen, we can get into that play-in game. They're going to come out and they're going to play you tough. They're going to come out and play you tough because right now the Bulls sit in the 10th seed. They're the team we got to beat.
I mean, and there's a playoff team.
And if you think that's not I wouldn't even say a trap game. That's a game you got to 100% be ready to go. Because if you're not prepared for that, if you don't come out strong in that game in the beginning, the Raptors will absolutely be able to get a hold of you. They're a team that has that championship pedigree, whether Kawhi Leonard's there or not, whether they're having a down season or not. They're still a team that still has a lot of those pieces from that championship roster that knows what it's going to do, and that's not a team you can sleep on. The advantage the Bulls have in this one, I'll say 110%, is Zach LaVine.
I would say
if he's able to get healthy, if he feels healthy by then.
I would say it's Vooch
over Siakam.
Yes, because P. Will's gonna be on him. And truth be told, I feel like they're gonna cancel each other out. I feel like they're gonna cancel each other out, and they don't really who. Because I ain't watching no Raptors games this year. I'm not really gonna lie, except for the ones that been on TV. So I don't know if they got a big or not. I don't know who that big man is, but
they got Baines.
I mean,
right.
like, but Vooch gonna eat on him. So I mean. And right now, I'm feeling good with the way that the Bulls been playing defense. So I got to pick the Bulls in that game. The only thing is that they got to come ready and they got to cut down the turnovers, bro.
Absolutely. That game is going to be on Thursday. I believe that's a 6:30 tip on that one. We won't be live for that game. I'll probably do a little reaction video on that one. I'll probably watch the game. I might not watch that one. Because I might be in a meeting on that at that time. A lot of these reaction videos I'm doing because I'm either in a meeting or I'm making something happen. I'm trying to make a move for the show. So if y'all see that, make sure y'all rock with us on that. Before we get out of here, who you got win the next game?
Bulls.
Me too.
Now, do they?
I think talent-wise, they've turned the corner a little bit. That you might be able to get in a couple of days. You might be able to get Tice back. He was out for a little bit of a personal issue. Hopefully, you're able to get Temple back. I got Bulls winning that one too. And yeah, before we get out of here, for sure, Peter, 20 turnovers, but we got the W. Can't complain. Agreed.
Yeah,
but I can complain. But I 100% can complain and will complain. That was horrible. 20 turnovers is way too many.
Yeah, because the end of the day, you won, but at the end of the day, they also know that.
Shout out to the Philippines.
They also know that they got to improve.
Yeah.
So, I mean, It is what it is. Like I said, bro, I'm really messing with this team.
It's slowly coming together.
Like, found their place and know what they got to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not mad.
I got the Bulls getting a dub in their next game. Not sure what we'll do for it yet. I'll let y'all know probably Thursday night or Friday morning. If y'all see a reaction video posted, guess what I did for it? Posted the reaction video. All right. Y'all know we got content coming every single day. I got time this week to get some content out. Make sure y'all tune in for the live show tomorrow. We've got the live show live on YouTube, live on Facebook, and live on The Contender. If y'all haven't gotten in tune with The Contender, man, we're basically doing a radio show for the most part. So get in tune with that. We appreciate y'all for joining us, man. I am going to get up out of here for the Brody